Hey guys, today I'm going to start a new channel, unfiltered, raw, and add my value into the world of all the struggles, and then everyone else can stand on my learnings, just like anybody else can do. So I understand, but this is my 2 cents so that all the things that I struggled with and now I've learned, pass into the world, keep adding my value, stay relevant, stay rich, stay part of society, and keep improving the quality of life. And this is one of the vehicles to do it. What's the first thing we want to talk about? We want to talk about what is all these theories about artificial intelligence and the confusion that's happening. So right now, AI is not artificial intelligence as a human sense. Let's define all these terms and then we'll go from there. So when you're interacting with your AI at the moment, it's a tool. It's just having a library. It's having a very good Google search. It's having a very good presenter of information. It's having a tool. At the moment, it's under your control as a full-on tool. Then that's what the current AI is. So when you're sitting there in front of it, it's just a tool, like a phone, like a fire to make food. It's just a tool. It's under your control. If you think about it like that, then you will interact with it differently. If you start thinking it somehow has the ability to create knowledge like a human can, then you'll probably get answers that are a bit wrong and not achieving your goal. So know what it is for now. Very soon, the next step will probably be artificial superintelligence, which all that means is it's smarter than the smartest human being in that particular field, maths, science, whatever it is. You know, in many ways it already is, but it'll hit a point where it'll be smarter than any human being. To be, for example, if you go to learn maths or physics or a particular topic, it's smarter than the most in-depth person. Go, hey, historian, based on data, based on this, based on that, World War One, what were the forces that caused the war? Was it because people were fighting for their rights, their humanity, whatever? And it might say something like there were many forces. One of the forces was empire. You know, one empire versus another empire versus another empire. So it was an empire war as much as anything else, you know? Okay, well, how much did that influence the war? So it'll be very intelligent, you know? And the last step is human level AI, which, you know, we're very, very, very far away from. What does it mean to be human? Humans can create knowledge. What does it mean to create knowledge? You know, we were walking around and we saw this black goo in the ground and we took it out and we called it oil and we said, what can we do with it? We tried a few things. We said, oh, can we eat it? Can we put it on our skin? Can we maybe add fire to it? And then suddenly we added fire to it and it burned forever. It was like, whoa, this is weird. If we get a log, it burns for 3 hours. If we get oil, a teeny bit of oil like that, it burns for 15 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours. This is really odd. So we created knowledge, you know? It seems like we didn't create knowledge, but do keep in mind that if a fish or a dolphin or orangutan saw oil, it'll do nothing with it. But we took previous knowledge, applied it to this knowledge, and we created knowledge, and we created an outcome. And that's what we do as humans. We create knowledge. I think a definition of humanity is to create knowledge. And the next definition of humanity is to think outside the box. We're given a framework. We're like, hey, AI, can you do this based on our current understanding? And that's what it'll do. Can you create music based on our current? And it'll create it, you know? It might create it better than we can. But new music is not there yet. It can't create new music. Even when it reaches artificial superintelligence, it can't create new music. So, will it ever be able to? Maybe not. Based on the fact that AI currently is just an algorithm, will it ever reach the ability of a human being to create knowledge out of thin air? Maybe never. So that's it. If it never creates knowledge, then what's the next step from here? I think this is the missing step that no one considers, but it's pretty obvious, or maybe I didn't consider. My brain just didn't pick up on it. But the answer to all of this is we will incorporate this AI, the robots, into ourselves. Right now, I'm looking at a phone. It's very much part of our life. Storage is low for some reason on my phone. Might switch off. It's very much part of our life. And it may switch off, but whatever. Knowledge is part of our life. It's kind of distracting saying that the data is low. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, that's right. That's what I was talking about. We're going to become, the AI will come inside of us and we will go inside of it. You know, whether we use robotic arms or we use nanobots that get put into our blood, or we connect our brain straight into Neuralink, you know? So then that sort of answers everything. It doesn't matter if AI doesn't become artificial intelligence like human beings. We're going to merge with it anyway. So that will change everything. You know? So we'll become a lot more capable of changing the atoms on this world so that we can have more of what we want. And I think the most important last decision we have as humans is political. Which political party will you vote for that will then govern our reality? Are we going to create a world where every individual being is nurtured, or are we going to create a world of drama and problems and all that headaches? And I think whether it's done politically means one central decision maker is helping civilization function, or we do it decentralized, where every individual is separated from every other individual using decentralized systems, like everyone has their own internet, their own artificial intelligence, and then each one is talking to each other one to try to navigate through this world in a way that makes sense. So it can be both as well. It can be decentralized and centralized, where everyone's decentralized and they agree upon a new reality. And then when they don't want to, they can say, well, I don't really like this community anymore. I'm going to move to another one and make another one. So that's what's happening. Remember, use your brain and your mind as a tool. Don't let it be governed by you. The new terminology people use is retard maxing, which I love, that term, which is just, my interpretation is just be like, man, who cares about me comparing myself to another dad? Am I good? This, that. End of the day, in that moment, what's happening right now, right here? What is your brain and body and everything coming up with? There's no time to just one day everything will be right and chill. It's just in that moment, the best I can think of is my little Dash. Is he looking up at me with he's doing well, he's not suffering, he's having a good time, he's chilling, he's not chilling, he's having a great time, he's not suffering. That's it. That's my gauge, you know. How am I doing? Am I okay? Am I not suffering? That's my gauge, you know. Mm.